But when I looked closer, the goat was with them too. I started sweating all over, man. I felt like smacking him right there on the spot, but I knew I couldn't. Come on, let's get to class. The bell's about to ring. Hey, hi, I'm Gigi. Man, I told you in the previous story how I lost control and became a bully. To smack everyone in the class behind the ear, together with Meaty. I was ambushed in the bathroom by some of my classmates. Then I really beat them up. I had become a beast, man. After a little confrontation with Dilyu and barely dodging a dog skull thrown at me, which hit Asu, I made peace with Dilyu. I came to my senses and realized I was wrong, thanks in part to what Asu told me. But all that hatred was still inside me, like a volcano ready to erupt. I had to do something, I had to get revenge on Tapu, but I still didn't know exactly how. Hey, if you missed the previous story, it's up here somewhere. I recommend watching it, and the whole mini-series. You'll understand everything better. Yeah, man, about a month later, I was with Asu and Mihai in the schoolyard. Mihai, together with Mitzi and Asu, was probably my best friend at that time. You know him from the story about the exam with the rich kids. Anyway, the point is that he had transferred to our class at the beginning of the school year. He had some problems at his old school and had to move. As we walked around, we saw Batrunu, Amir, and a few other tanned guys enter the school. Let's go back. Those guys are here. Forget them. Let's stay. He'll mess with us again. Come on, Gigi. Nobody's ever messed with me. I had no issues with Batrunu and got along well with him. Things changed when he was with his crew from outside school. It was like he became the devil. You see, Batrunu had his school crew, mainly Amir, Belitu, Babi, George, and others nearby. He also had a separate crew outside school, including Amekyu. And other guys like that. That's when you had to watch out for him when he was with those tough guys. But looking closer, Tapu was there too. I started sweating like crazy, man. I felt like smacking him right there on the spot, but I knew I couldn't. Come on, let's get to class. The bell rang. I left, but was glad. Tapu was still around, so I still had a chance to take him down. I went to Dilyu, knowing he must know something about him. Hey Dilyu, do you know that Tapu guy who hangs out with Amir? Yeah, man, he lives 2 streets away from me. He didn't move there. His grandparents live there, so he just visits. Is he friends with Batrunu? Is he trustworthy? I don't know, man. I don't think so. He's known Amir for a long time. They're good friends. Do you think Batrunu would get involved for him? Relax, Gigi. If Amir tells him, he'll step in. Did he mess with you again? No, man. Back then, with my brother, it was obvious. There was nothing I could do, at least for the moment. A few more days passed, and I was still hanging around the schoolyard. Old man shows up again. Amir, Belitu, 2 or 3 rookies I didn't know, and right after them, Kaponaru. When I saw him, I thought he came for me, and I headed toward him. Cousin, what are you doing here, man? I'm good, cousin, with the guys. Which guys? The old man and them. The old man called him. He went over, and I think he asked Kaponaru why he was talking to me, and he said we're cousins. The old man didn't know. Is this guy your cousin? Yeah, he's my cousin, this idiot, the deaf one. And then they started insulting his mother, his sister, saying all kinds of things, calling him deaf, stupid. Both the old man, Amir, Belitu, and that idiot man. I didn't understand why Kaponaru put up with that. Sure, he couldn't hit the old man, but the others, including Amir, after what he'd heard, he could have. He would have knocked them out so hard they'd be found 100 years later, mummified. I knew he was friends with Pietroi, and recently with Marinusz, the old man's older brother, so he was above guys like Amir. Plus, he had his own crew, with Vasile and others, who even though they didn't have old man's money, were still a force compared to Belitu and the rest. But the fool Kaponaru just laughed and accepted it all without a word. I didn't understand why. He could be foolish at times, but not that much. Kaponaru, come here for a second. I'm busy, Gigi. I'll catch up with you later. The old man cursed him even more because he saw I was getting upset. I felt like crawling into the ground from embarrassment, man. The old man gave him some money and a slap on the back of the head and sent him to the store. I went back to class. I didn't even go out during breaks that day. A few more days go by, maybe a week, and I see him again with those guys around the school. I didn't even say hi. I just walked past quickly. I could hear those guys behind me cursing at him and making fun of him. I leave school and find Kaponaru waiting at the gate. What's up, man? Are you ignoring me? Why are you being so dumb? They're making fun of you. Marinish asked me to stay near and update him on his actions. So what? Can't you see he's cursing at you and sending you to the store? You're making me look bad. It's not like that. I have my own advantages too. Even Belitu, that messed up guy, curses at you. Is that what you become? Who? Belitu Gigi, the one with the beret. You call him Belitu? Heh, you laugh like an idiot. I'm leaving. Wait, I'll handle them later. First I need to get on old man's good side. Don't let them curse at you anymore, especially those idiots. I'll do my best, man, and are you their errand boy, always going to the store for them? Hey, Gigi, I still have 50 lei. Don't worry about me. I don't know you. Do you think everyone lives in luxury like you? What luxury? Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Haven't I always shared with you whenever you were at our place? Yeah, that's true, Gigi. I didn't say that, but you have food and a place to sleep. I do whatever it takes, and this guy's rich. I'm just trying to get as much money from him as possible. I didn't understand back then, but he was right in his own way. I haven't told you much about Kapunaru, I know. I'll tell the story at some point. But what I can tell you now is that he didn't have a very happy childhood. He'd been on his own for years, working wherever possible and sleeping at our place, Grandma's, Vasile's, or anywhere he could find. And he was always hungry. When you set the table for him, he'd eat whatever there was. Maybe he wouldn't eat again for another 2 days. Now he'd found Batrunu, who had money to burn, so he didn't mind playing the assistant for him. For free cigarettes, food, and drinks, plus pocket money, because Batrunu gave everyone everything, that was never an issue. I felt disappointed and ashamed that he was my cousin. The next day on my way to school, I saw Batrunu alone. "What's up, Gigi?" he asked. "Hey, Batrine, heading to school. Sorry for what I said to your cousin. You know how it is. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Don't think I was cursing at you. That's just how I joke with him." Ah, no, man. I didn't think anything like that. That's exactly what I was thinking, bro. Is he really your cousin? That dumb? No, he's just down on his luck. I was joking, Gigi. We'll talk later. Yeah, bro. The old man was fine alone. He changed completely around the sharks. Man, just a few hours later that same day, I was with Mihai. We were leaving the computer lab after playing Counter-Strike for an hour, like the guys. In the schoolyard up front, the old man, Emir, Belitu, Bobby, George, about 3 or 4 from other classes, and Dilyu with Naich. Now we couldn't turn back anymore because they had already seen us, and since there was still about half an hour until the break, we stayed there with them. And after 5 minutes, what does the old man say? Who's going to the store? Total silence, man. No one. Nothing. I don't know. It felt humiliating to go. You felt like a slave. And I burst out laughing. Man, I remembered our Romanian teacher, Bulldog. When she asked who wanted to be tested, the same thing happened. Dead silence. Then she'd say,
"That one says me, that one says me, everyone."
With hands up, I said the same.
"That one me, everyone."
With their hands up. What the...
"That one me, that one me."
They're all crowding in, old man. Mihai, Dilyu, and I laughed, but the others didn't. He's mocking you, old man. Shut up, you jerk! Is that how you act, Gigi? That's what that Romanian teacher said. She's comparing you to her and laughing at you. Don't forgive him, old man. Take the money and go with him. She meant Mihai. I'm not going. What are you doing? Are you talking back to me? He raised his hand. Didn't you hear me say I'm not going? Leave me alone. Why are you yelling at me like that? That's how I talk, man. You want me to hit you? Basically, he was asking if I wanted everyone there to beat me up. That's how Batrunu acted around fools. He always had to prove his toughness. Leave him alone, Batrunu. That's just how he talks. Why are you involved, Dilyu? Be quiet, or I'll break that stick over you. Don't talk to me like that again, understand? I was looking at him, ready to jump at his throat like a rabid dog. I was this close to doing it. Gigi, take the money and go, alright? I'm going. Mihai and I got to the store, but he didn't want to go in. What are you doing, man? I'm not going in. I'll wait for you here. Why? I don't want to. You were the one sent. Given how angry I was, I'm surprised I didn't knock him out. He sent both of us. He already told you I'm not coming. Come on, help me carry this. If I hadn't said anything, he would have sent you, idiot. What if we don't take what we need? No, he was just scared we'd take something else and get him in trouble. Come with me. I'll take it, but you must help me or I'll tell those guys. The slow guy went in. He took everything, filled 2 big bags, put the change in so he couldn't accuse us, and left. Here, take it. There's money inside. You guys have some too. Eat. Wait, Gigi. Class hasn't started yet. No, man, I'm going. I have homework to write. I left. Mihai stayed there because he was scared. After the next class, during the break, Dilyu comes to me. Why didn't you stay, Gigi? I didn't want to. Did he say anything? He didn't, but he'll get upset. Don't hang out with him. Forget him. If I hadn't been there, you would have gotten beaten up. That's just how it is. Come walk with us in the park. No, I'm not coming. You're on my side, Gigi, but you're getting along with him. He's a good guy once you know him. Let him stay with his friends. Another 2 or 3 days go by and Dilyu comes to me again. He wants me to go to the park with them. Didn't I tell you, Dilyu, that I'm not coming? Your cousin and Caponaru are here. Your cousin told me to call. Okay, I'll come. Meanwhile, I kept thinking about it. Maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to get on good terms with Batrunu, especially since I had Caponaru with me. We reached the schoolyard. Hey, are you coming? What do you think, Caponari? Alright, I'm coming. Here, have a beer if you want. I don't want one. Why not? I don't have wine, it's hot too. What are you talking about? What wine? What beer? Didn't you say you wanted wine? No, I didn't say that. Are you deaf again, Veer? Come on, get a beer from the store, some water if you prefer. Look at that fool laughing. Belitu was laughing at Caponaru. I already wanted to go back to class, but Caponaru goes up to him. Are you laughing at me, Belitu? What do you want, man? Amir, look at this guy. What, Amir, you little punk? Come here. I'll give you a little massage. Caponaru started working on him, giving a thorough massage. I was surprised Amir said nothing, and Batranu said even less. Caponaru looked at me proudly. While he was kicking that guy, he finally let him go and sent him to the store to get a bottle of water. That guy went without saying or doing anything. Bravo, Caponaru. Aren't you afraid they'll get involved? No, man. I talked to Marinush. Even the old man isn't allowed to mess with me, huh? That's good, man. They were treating you like a fool. I waited to talk to Marinush. Now I'm the boss of these guys, after the old man and Amir. Anyway, we get to the park. We're walking around there. Most knew the old man. When they saw him, they either ran away or kissed his cheeks. Besides these guys, others in the park didn't know him. A few from the neighborhood, and most of them from other parts of Bucharest. Whenever we ran into these guys, Batrunu and Amir picked on them, and if they fought back, Caponaru and others, even Dilyu sometimes, would immediately join in. We encountered a larger group of about 7 or 8, and I decided to join the fight. I took a few punches, but quickly knocked out 2 of them. After a few weeks, I was already used to it. Every few days, we walked through the park, roughing up anyone unlucky enough to encounter us. Up front, it was me, Caponaru, Belitu, Tapu, showing up more now that school was almost over, and 2 or 3 of his friends. The old man. I liked it, but also felt a bit guilty. Usually, the old man and Amir didn't get involved in fights, but sometimes Amir would step in, and man, he was brutal. He'd mess those guys up. A lot of times, I'd hit them a few times, then tell them to stay down or run away, so they wouldn't get it worse from those guys. Anyway, the situation had gotten out of control, and now the old man considered me one of his main guys. Amir was with Caponaru, Belitu, and Tapu, who I don't think recognized me and with whom I barely spoke. He was my target. Everything I did was for him. Our group grew increasingly aggressive. Dilyu withdrew. It was dangerous, man. Someone could have called the police. Batrunu and Amir had no issues. They had money and rarely did the dirty work. We were just cannon fodder. If anything happened, we would be the scapegoats. Gigi, take it easy with these guys. What are you afraid of? Aren't you Dilyu anymore? It's your business not to get into trouble. No, I'm careful. But what should I be careful about, brother? Because we started going to other schools in the neighborhood, there were about 4 of them there. We'd go in, beat people up, others stole caps, and before I knew it, I became what I hated, a neighborhood thug. I was a key member in the most dangerous gang led by Batrunul. Not even the older guys could do anything to us because they knew Marinush, Nameku, and whoever the hell else was friends with him would show up. But at some point, we ended up at the biggest school in the neighborhood, and the most dangerous one was near Vasile Street. Caponaru's friend, he studied there too, and most people knew him, so Caponaru backed off. I'm not coming, Veer. Why, Caponaru, I'm embarrassed in front of these guys. I know them. Things have gotten too dangerous. You should lay low too, just come for a few more days. No, Gigi, I don't like this. Find another way. If you go to the police, your dad will kill you. He was right, especially since SESEM caught me stealing from the factory a few months ago, but I still didn't stop. I felt bad and disliked what I was doing, but I tried not to dwell on it. At school, everyone avoided me except Mitzi. No one else spoke to me. Gigi, you've ended up much worse than Nike and Dilyu. I have things to do, Asu. That's up to you, but you can't sit with me anymore. I'm sitting with Cappuccina. I wanted to give up, I really did, but I had done so much to get there, and I was so close to my goal, to take down Tapu, so I decided to keep going a little longer. With about a week of school left, I had to quit, grounded by my dad, whether I wanted to or not. Almost the entire summer vacation, I stayed at the auto repair shop where he worked from the moment I woke up until around 7 in the evening. I knew I didn't have much time left. I had to do something quickly. Now, with Kaponaru out of the picture and with Dilyu, I was pretty much Batrunu's right-hand man since Belitu and Tapu were with Amir. We're talking about the guys from school since there were also other goofballs from Batrunu's family. But those guys weren't always with us and they weren't always the same people. Anyway, I decide to take action, and one day after classes, I see that Tapu shows up at Amir's place too. I told you, I didn't really talk to him, and from what I saw, Batrunu didn't really like him either. I had a pretty good chance that he'd step in for me if something happened. Said and done, but how should I do it? I quickly asked Dilyu to give me some CDs. I don't have any, Gigi. Where would I get them? Come on, don't be like that. Give me a game or something. You haven't given me anything new either. I didn't have any. When I get some, I'll give you. What the hell? Alright, come with me to my place. That's what I wanted to hear, because they lived on the same street and this was my chance to beat Tapu. Now I just had to get this guy to come at me, but when we get a bit further, they go into the factory. Man, ever since the police caught me, I hadn't set foot there. I was scared. I told you, they use that way to cut the road a lot. In the end, I went in. Anyway, it was an area where nobody worked anymore. There was nothing left to steal, not even any guards, and everyone passed through there. But I still felt afraid. Why lie? We kept walking. What did I tell Tapu? Hey, why did they call you Tapu? Because I butt heads with everyone. Aren't you gonna butt heads with me too? What, are you coming at me? Yeah, do you think you can handle it? Tapu, calm down. He didn't say anything else. Me neither. I didn't want it to seem like I had something against him, but I did. Halfway there, I ran out of ideas and options. And I did what I could to. I step on his foot from behind. What are you doing, man? Are you stupid? Sorry, it was an accident. I step on him again. Dilyu laughs since he's beside me and saw it all. Want me to beat you up? Apologize. Get out of my way, you oaf. And I gave him a right hook to the hand. I couldn't help myself. Look at him, Amir. He's coming at me. Why are you hitting him, man? Leave him alone, Amir. He's just loudmouth too. Leave them alone, man. If you want to fight, do it one-on-one with me. That's what I was waiting for. No, I'm not in the mood. And he tries to leave, bro. I slapped him hard over the ear. He turns back angry, tries to kick me. I dodge and hit him in the face. I split his lip, but the fool doesn't give up. He throws a few punches. I throw more, then grab his neck. That was it for him. I hit him hard in the eye 3 or 4 times, just like he did to you, Senchuch. I noticed Amir approaching to break us up, so I threw him over my shoulder. The cement thundered when he hit it. I sent him to Dreamland and left him there. Amir and another guy picked him up, and he came too. Alright, bye. I'm heading home too. Aren't you coming so I can give you those things? Another time. Bye, old man. Listen, from now on, I'm counting on you, Gigi. You're a key man. I left. I was actually scared that someone might show up and call the police or something, and I was also happy. Finally, after all the unworthy things I had done, I had reached my goal. I had taken down Tapu. It had been a war, but mostly with myself. Now, maybe some of you will say, but didn't you say, Gigi, that you only fought 3 times? Yeah, man, that's right, but I didn't consider this a fight. It was more of an execution. 2 or 3 stolen punches weren't enough to give him that honor, and there were plenty of others who got it like he did. After that, I stopped hanging out with them. There were only a few days left until vacation, and I was grounded. When I started 8th grade, I wondered how I could get rid of Batrunu, since I was important now. But after several weeks, Batrunu was still missing, and no one had seen him. In the end, I asked Dilyu, "Hey, Dilyu, is Batrunu sick?" "Yeah, Gigi is in bad shape. What's wrong with him?" "Man, I'll tell you, but don't tell anyone." "Yeah, man, come on, he doesn't have any money left." They arrested his father and brother, took everything from them, and he's now broke. The police caught them trafficking alcohol. So what? He's still the old man. Plenty of people want to beat him up. I thought they were talking about Pardalian, because they had an altercation in the past. Pardalian has nothing to do with him. No, man. He couldn't pay Nameku and the others who used to hang out with him, so they wanted revenge. People like him were dangerous, so Batranu hid from them. He rarely came to school, always with his mother. I don't think I saw him more than 2 or 3 times the whole year. He probably still had some money left, otherwise he wouldn't have passed the school year without attending. Anyway, in a way, I was glad I got away, and now, with him out of the picture, we were the ones making the rules in our neighborhood. Me, Senchiuk, Mutalanu, Costel, and Miti, our gang. The only one who could take us on was Pardalian, but he was our friend. After we finished 8th grade, almost everyone knew us, man. Some greeted us with fear, others crossed the street to avoid us, and some just ran away. We had handled everyone we had issues with, at least from our side of the neighborhood. There were still those from the market and those from Batranu's area, but it was hard to make your mark there. There were a lot of tough guys, even with Batranu out of the picture. One summer day, Mushea showed up looking upset while I was at the gate with Mutalanal and Costel.
Hey, cheers, guys.
What happened, Birdie? Did your can hurt you? Heh.
No, you fool, some guy from the market.
Who, man?
Damn him, may he get sick.
Let's go look for him. Are we going, man? We're going. Are you coming, Mutalan?
Yeah, Gigi, are you betting a pigeon dummy? Your mom's the dummy. I'm betting a pack of cigarettes.
We went over there, we looked, but nothing. We searched for about 3 days, but nobody knew who it was. And what idea do I get? To expand our territory, to make ourselves known at the market, we go there and settle in comfortably. If someone acts up, we take him out.
Yeah, Gigi, haha.
Not sure, man. There are a lot of people. It's us, plus Miti, Hogea, Chili, Shurkin. We'll call Pardalian if anything happens. Yeah, man. Word spreads from one to another. We scare them. Are we going, Mutalan?
No, man, I'm not getting involved. Damn, woman, weren't you Rambo before?
Rambo my ass, damn coward.
Ha! Rambo my ass. We'll see. Let's talk to these guys too, starting this fall.
Man, and I just left it like that. Fall came, I started high school, and I damn near forgot about it. I broke my arm and gave up. The neighborhood tough guys were done, and maybe that was for the best. But in the spring, I learned that Mushia, Hogia, and a guy named Barbarossi from the neighborhood, from around there, had put our plan into action without telling us anything. They did as they pleased there for nearly 2 years, until they began arguing. The story's longer, maybe I'll share it all someday. Yeah, man, I got my revenge in the end, but I don't know if it was worth it. There were a lot of innocent collateral victims, and a lot of things could have gone wrong. I could have ended up beaten, stabbed, or sent to a reform school. Luckily, everything ended well. It didn't change anything, man. You learn from everything, especially from mistakes. Did you like the story? Give it a like, man, and subscribe. It would help me a lot. Until next time, we'll meet again.